Hey everyone, happy Tuesday morning. It's about 9:11 in the morning. I wanted to get a Bitcoin video out of the way before the day starts in the stock market. So I have not done a whole lot of analysis on the market this weekend, and coming back here to the same chart that I outlined. Um, Last week. And what I want to do is I want to do an update, and I'd like to do it with you guys. So before I get into this, uh, of course, this is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. You are responsible for your own trades, managing your own risk, and doing your own research. I'm just giving my opinion on the market, nothing else. Okay, so let's go ahead and move into the live scene and take a look at this. I'm going to remove my algo and take a look and see what's going on. What is going on here? Okay, so we've been looking at this for a long time, right? Ever since this whole thing happened back in mid-March. We're looking at this as a 1, 2, looking for this as a 3, and this potentially being the 4, and us working on a 5. But if this is a 5 that we're working on, this is potentially a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here into the 1, which means that we are working on a correction. So we bought this move down here at 8,800. We saw this as the 618, and we saw this moving up. We had a bit of a double top, and this is why this video is named The Importance of Horizontals. We're going to talk about this double top here in just a little bit. But one way or another, we saw this move up, double top, and then we saw a breakdown. All right, so let's just take a look at this and see what this is maybe indicating is happening here. The really important level, and I'm just going to go ahead and kind of remove this guy for right now. I'll pull him back in, and same thing with this guy. I'm going to probably leave him out. I've got this horizontal that's been outlined. This guy is the most important level for bulls. Okay, this was a huge pivot down here at $8,100. All right, so this is a very important level. Another thing that I want to point out is the 12-hour is very, very low. So this historically has been good for buys. The last time the 12-hour was this low, let's just kind of go back. Let me remove this. Let's go ahead and remove the 1 hour and the 3 hour. Let's just keep the 12-hour on there. And let's see the last time the 12-hour was all the way down here. The last time the 12-hour was down here was back on March 12th. Okay, so this is good. This is good for pulls. This is good for bulls. Now I know a lot of people are talking about the downtrend being intact. And it very much does look like that. It does look like the downtrend is definitely intact, and we could just dump like crazy right now. It wouldn't surprise me one bit for us to do that. But let's also take a look at how everything else is looking. So we had a nice algo buy back here at 8,800, which is why we bought. We bought. I want to say. Let me just go back and just take a look at this so that I'm not speaking out of place here. We bought Ethereum at 193.70 at 3:03 p.m. on May 21st. Well, that was right here. We bought, right down here in this bottom section of this candle. So we closed down here, but as it started to move up, I said, this looked like a good place to buy, and it did. We ended up making what 7.7%. So we bought Ethereum at 193.70 and we sold it at 208.62. It didn't cost you anything to get that trade on our Discord server. It's just something that I just provided just for fun because the trade looked good. So I did share that. All right, and then of course we rolled. So we took profit at 208.62, and now we've got Ethereum, which is I believe in the low 200s. Let me just pull this up here. We've got Ethereum currently at 201. We've got Ethereum at 201. So, even if you didn't sell, you can still sell right now, and it would probably still be, it should still be in profit, right? Ethereum does look stronger compared to Bitcoin as well. So again, I'm just kind of getting my thoughts out in the open here as we start this day. So we've got Ethereum looking stronger than Bitcoin, right? When Bitcoin was back here, Ethereum is at 193. And then now that Bitcoin is lower, Ethereum is at 201. So that is a strong sign that Bitcoin went lower, but Ethereum is still higher. Oh, excuse me. So I would say that that is a strong sign. Let me remove this guy. Okay, so talking about horizontals, and the reason why this double top was so important. All right, I'm also going to remove this guy right here. He is not as important. Okay, so let's take a look right here at this. So starting from right here, moving our way over, we've got, our resistance here. We have resistance here. We broke up above after we consolidated there. We consolidated at this level. We broke up above, and this is at about 9,300. We broke up above, and then we fell through it. Okay, we brought ourselves back up. We consolidated there. We moved up. We retested it. We retested it. We retested it. Broke up. We retested it, and eventually, continuing to test this level, we finally broke down. And then what happened? We did a bearish retest once, a bearish retest twice, and then we fell. So are we going to retest that again? I mean, very, very possible that we do. I don't think we're going to do it right now, but the next time we do, I need to see more here. Let me just kind of zoom in here. Let's just take a look right here. When we were consolidating at this level, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, it was about a day and a half that we were consolidating here. So just looking at this, we consolidated here for about a day and a half before we broke up. All right, so now what I want to see us basically move ourselves back up here, and I want to see us consolidate here for about a day before we can continue an upside move. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen right now. The 12-hour seems to think that we can be moving up any moment now. I'm not going to jump the gun, though, and I'm not going to jump the gun simply for the fact that the 1 hour and the 3 hour especially, I guess more importantly, the 3 hour is indicating that we are probably going to be seeing a downside move here soon. The 1 hour, of course, does look pretty low, but the 3 hour is still sitting there. It's about ready to cross. So as far as horizontals go, we had a rejection here. Not a huge level of significance here. I would say this level is probably more important for us to hold, this level here at about 8,800 or so. But from up here at the top, let's just take a look at this. Because if this was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here, and then we started an A, B, C, A, B, C, and then we come down, we should see a move to at least 8,600. And maybe that was this move here. I don't think that it was. And potentially move down here to 8,200. All right, 8,200 would be a pretty steep decline, but we have to hold 81. We have to hold 81 for bulls to actually, really still be in the game. And I'm just kind of taking a look at these levels over here as this was declining. Also, let's take a look at this guy right here. This looks like a little bit more in line with what I'm thinking. And finally, this guy right here, pulling him over here. So we've got this. Usually these come in dives of 3. So what do we have? We've got our first dive, our second dive, and our third dive in the making right now, taking us down to basically about 8,500. And is that level important? Okay, well, let's just take a look. We've got, a decent amount of consolidation here. I think that this is probably more likely. So yeah, I think 8,500 is probably good. There's support here, support here. We tried to break down here and then we broke up. So I would say coming back down here to about 8,500 seems likely for that to happen. That would support a move for the 3 hour to move down just a little bit. But the hidden bullish divergence on the 12-hour is, is pretty large from what I can tell. So from right here you can see we had the 12-hour here. We'll just say that it was at about 33.6. And now that we are creating a higher low, even if it is on a shorter time frame, right? We're creating a higher low, and the 12-hour is very, very oversold. We are down basically at 15.7. So we're significantly lower. Actually, that comes out to about about half from what it was when we were down here at 8,100. So this is good and constructive for a continuation move to the upside. Okay, so let's go ahead and just count this out. And let's see, we've just got a couple minutes here before the stock market starts. So we've got this, we've got a 1, we've got a 2, we've got a 3, 4, and a truncated 5th right there. And then we're going to see this guy over here, move this to a lower degree to make it look appropriate. All right, now we're going to be seeing a correction. So what kind of a correction are we seeing here? Well, what it looks like, we've got an A, B, C into the A, and then A, B, C into the B, and then we're going to do an A, B, C into the C, probably coming down to about right there. Let's just change that degree as well. Move that down. And again, if this is a 4 and we're working on the 5, then basically what we just completed, or sorry, we are in the process of completing, is a 1 and a 2, and then we're going to be doing our 3, 4, 5 here later. Okay, this 3 should see some sustained move to break up above 10,000 if this is the case. I say if this is the case because we don't know for sure, but what I can say is, the 1 hour and the 3 hour is supporting a move down here for one more low, and then we should be seeing a higher price. So let's just take fib on here, and let's pull this from the bottom about 8,100 up here to the top, which was coincidentally right around this 618 again, right there. We'll call it about 99.71. We're going to be approximate here. And let's just take a look at our retest. Let's see where the 786 is. How interesting, the 786 is right at 8,500. All right, so we already played the 618 move. That move is here and gone. So that 618 move is already gone. Then we already played this move right here. We pulled 7.7% off of this. Okay, it was a risky move. It was a risky move, but the wave supported it. We had the 1 hour and the 3 hour both in oversold conditions. The 12 hours moving down, which is why I got out, when I did. So we got out of this trade. We got out on May 22nd at about 9 p.m. So we actually got out back here. But at any rate, we did a nice bullish retest, sorry, a bearish retest. We come back down, and we're probably going to come back down here to this level at about 8,500. That's the next place I'm going to buy. Right now, I'm currently net short. I am not in a hedged long position right now. Once we violated this low down here, I got out at a little bit of a loss, but my short is still from about 9,800. So I'm still short from 98, but I'm going to be getting back into a hedged long position down here at about 85. So we're going to wait for that move. The 1 hour suggests that we could potentially be moving down. The 3 hour suggests that we could be also moving down here soon. It's not confirmed yet, of course, but it does look like that move is going to be moving to the downside. Related to stocks had a nice, good rally over the weekend, over the holiday weekend, long 3-day weekend, and stocks moved up while at the same time crypto was, in a little bit of a bleed. Okay. So as more confidence goes into stocks, then crypto as a safe haven is beginning to fade a little bit. I must say that does not mean that we can't make this move up here to 11 before we see lower prices. I'm simply saying that right now it looks like we are going to have a nice high probability move here to about 85, and I think we're probably going to take that. But I'll alert that on the Discord. So those are my thoughts on the Bitcoin market as we start this week. But, of course, if this video did help you in any way, shape, or form, like, subscribe, share, and, we'd appreciate you watching. And if you want to be part of our Discord server, just throw in a comment here in the YouTube chat. I'll be more than happy to get an invite code out to you. And, of course, wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having a good day, a good night, good evening. Stay happy, stay healthy, and we'll see you on the Discord as we start the trading session on stocks.